Sudarshan Sukhani is in to talk about what will be a difficult start for trade today. Sudarshan, good morning. Priming ourselves for a gap down, what's the best way to insulate yourself from too much damage this morning?
Yeah, good morning. Well, some of the damage is going to be done. There's nothing to insulate. Most people, including me, should be having long positions in the market. And after the first few minutes of cooling off, you have to get out of those long positions. This is not a question of hope or wisdom. It's just a matter of prudent trading practice. And take the cut on the gap cut. That's all. But one of the nice things about charting has been the fact that sometimes we make right calls. We have been saying that the banks are underperforming and the charts are hopeless, horrible, and it's very unlikely that the Nifty can rally much further without the banks. That now is coming out to be true, although the gap down of course hurts, but can't do anything about it. What is the outlook now? The 6,6100 level was going to be strong resistance. I had explained that even if we go to 6,300, that was a if. We are likely to move back to 55 and come lower. That intermediate term outlook remains intact. Markets are going to be choppy. It's not as if this market will run down immediately. I suspect it will go up, come down and become untradable again. That's part of the process of being in trading. Can't do it. I wouldn't advise any new positions today after you protect the existing ones.
Morning, Sudarshan. Do you think that today's 100-point gap down could be a turning point in the near-term trend, or it's too early to judge that?
Well, it's a reasonable proposition that it's a turning point. We've made a high yesterday. That high is unlikely to be taken out soon enough. And if it doesn't, then we have a pattern of lower highs absolutely intact. We made one at 62.20. We are making one at 6,000 odd. So that of course joins in with the intermediate term outlook. I would expect the Nifty to find it very difficult again to recover 100 points, cross those levels. Certainly there will be a lot of trying. There must be large institutions on the long side, and even if we do cross it, the fact still remains that we are probably completing this up leg.
You do trade the currency market, Sudarshan. Just a word on what you expect to see there?
Well, more losses, because the currency itself yesterday was a different story, and today, I mean, everyone should have been long dollar yesterday, and today it's going to be open up with a gap down. The currency market is, the Reserve Bank cannot manage the currency. It's an open liquid market. It's not a controlled market anymore. So at this point we'll step out of trading, and this was in any case going to be choppy waters, because after that big rally the markets would have become choppy. But I don't think there is any change in my sense that we are going to 63 and likely to cross that in the next 6 months. There is no change in that.
You spoke about the banks. How would you approach the bank Nifty or even individual banks from the private and the public sector today?
Oh, you would be, you wait for an opportunity to short them now. The bank Nifty was underperforming distinctly. There was no reason to short because the Nifty was doing the right things. Now the bank Nifty is a shortish selling idea. Ideally you want to buy puts or sell calls so that there is some intrinsic protection. That's a matter of trading strategy. Individual banks are worth going and selling independently. ICICI Bank and Bank of India, two ideas that we have for today, are both for short selling.
Stay on, Sudarshan. Plenty to talk about. Difficulty of trade.
Sudarshan, you were talking about the banks. Which of these are the highest conviction sells in your list today?
Oh, for today we are looking at ICICI Bank and Bank of India, and it's just names. I mean, there were so many of them that we had to select. So these are two high conviction sales. The bank Nifty itself is now a short. The only point I made was to use the instruments of options so that there is some hedge. Something new can come up tomorrow morning. Just to protect against that, use options. But the bank Nifty has underperformed. It's moving down. Banks as well as the index itself.
Okay, gentlemen.